U.S. shutdown continues. Middle East peace talks progress. Russia deploying warships and more. Welcome to the Raw Naked Truth. I'm your host, Eric Lopkin, and here's the news you need to know. Senate Democrats blocked Republicans' attempt to reopen the government again, all but guaranteeing that the government shutdown continues indefinitely. After a day off to observe Yom Kippur, lawmakers made little progress in finding an off-ramp to end the shutdown, which entered its sixth day on Monday. As the government remains closed, both sides appear to be digging further into their positions. Senate Republicans' attempt to reopen the government failed on a largely party-line 54-44 vote for a fourth time, with the same trio of Senate Democratic Caucus members, Senators John Fetterman, Catherine Cortez Masto, and Angus King, joining most Republicans in backing the bill. President Trump on Friday said Hamas's willingness to release all remaining hostages in Gaza indicates the militant group is ready for peace with Israel, even though Hamas has only accepted parts of his proposed peace plan. Based on the statement just issued by Hamas, I believe they are ready for a lasting peace. Israel must immediately stop the bombing of Gaza so that we can get the hostages out safely and quickly. Right now, it's far too dangerous to do that. We are already in discussions on details to be worked out. This is not about Gaza alone. This is about long-sought peace in the Middle East, the president said on the Truth social media platform. Hamas said Friday it would agree to release all occupation prisoners, both living and remains, according to the exchange formula contained in President Trump's proposal. But Hamas's leader said they want to negotiate other details with mediators. Israel and Hamas are meeting for ceasefire talks in Egypt on Monday. Trump urged all sides to move fast, as Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said he hopes to announce the release of all hostages from Gaza in the coming days. Russian warships have repeatedly sailed on collision courses, aimed weapons at Danish naval vessels, and disrupted navigation systems in Denmark's straits that connect the Baltic Sea to the North Sea, its Defense Intelligence Service said on Friday. Such incidents risk unintended escalation, it said. The Baltic region remains on high alert after incidents involving undersea cables, gas pipeline outages, airspace violations, and drone sightings since Russia's 2022 invasion of Ukraine, which increased tensions between Moscow and the West. U.S. Border Patrol agents shot an armed woman on Chicago's South Side on Saturday after an anti-immigration and customs enforcement mob rammed their vehicles and attempted to run them over, according to the Department of Homeland Security. Agents were on routine patrol near 39th Place and South Kedzie Avenue when 10 vehicles boxed them in and rammed their SUVs. They fired defensively at a female suspect who attempted to run them over. The suspect was also allegedly armed with a semi-automatic weapon. No officers were seriously injured, and she drove herself to a hospital for treatment. Both the White House and Governor J.B. Pritzker confirmed that the Trump administration plans to federalize 300 Illinois National Guard members amid rising tensions in the state. A massive fire erupted at a Chevron oil refinery in El Segundo outside Los Angeles, forcing residents to shelter in place following multiple reports of an explosion. I thought we got nuked or something, Mark Rogers told the Los Angeles Times, saying his adult soccer league match in Redondo Beach was canceled because of the heavy smoke coming from the blaze roughly 6 miles away. The refinery supplies an estimated 1/5 of the motor fuel used by Southern Californians, and energy experts say gas prices could now rise from 35 to 90 cents per gallon. California already has the highest gas prices in the nation, averaging $4.64 a gallon. LA County Supervisor Holly Mitchell said crews contained the fire to one area of the refinery and no injuries were reported. She advised residents to stay inside and visitors to stay away from El Segundo for the time being. Paramount Skydance is expected to name media entrepreneur Barry Weiss, founder of center-right news site The Free Press, as the editor-in-chief at CBS News as part of a $150 million acquisition of her media site. The move represents a major shift in CBS News' decades-old management structure. Weiss would report directly to Paramount Skydance chief executive David Ellison as she helps set the editorial direction at the TV network's third-place news division. Since the Skydance purchase of CBS owner Paramount, Ellison has articulated a plan that calls for CBS News to work harder to reach center-left and center-right viewers. Weiss resigned from the New York Times in 2020 after 3 years as an opinion writer, citing a bullying culture and lack of ideological diversity at the paper. News of her anticipated move to CBS sparked widespread criticism from liberal opinion writers. That's the Raw Naked Truth. You can catch every episode of the Raw Naked Truth Daily News Brief, as well as our sister podcast, Carnivore Radio, with news analysis and commentary, and the rest of the Xvadio Podcast Network at xvadio.com, the Apple Podcast app, YouTube, Rumble, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Audible, Amazon Music, and other platforms that respect freedom of speech. We'll see you next time.